Okay, let's go to the defense for a second. Robert Saleh had his guys ready to play as he did in the preseason, gave up just 13 points, wasn't facing the best offense in the world, but what did you think of what Robert Saleh was able to do week 1?
I did. He did have some good pass rush schemes. We had talked previously about Coach Saleh's affinity to be able to give Bosa isolated on one side of the pass rush, and then he runs a three-man game on the backside. Then he brings a blitzer from the secondary off the slot, and maybe also from a linebacker with Warner, and ends up getting an advantage that way. So he's going to have a creative way to put pressure on this young quarterback, Spencer Rattler. And I tell you, last week, I think Rattler threw 46 times.
Yes, he did.
Arizona. And, Kellen Moore, former quarterback at Boise State and in the NFL for a while as, a backup and all that, a bright guy, young man, but 46 throws with Spencer Rattler. I mean, it's not like I'm got Peyton Manning throwing 46 times or Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's a quick way to lose.
I got Spencer Rattler throwing the ball 46 times. And so, yeah. And I got Kamara in the backfield. And he's a McCaffrey kind of guy, running choice routes, option routes, dodge routes, and things like that. So, he's a good weapon to have to help your quarterback out. So we'll see what happens. But I think Saleh's going to have an answer.
I think he will. I mean, now this defense. Now, what's interesting about the Saints to me is that their offense has more weapons than the Seahawks offense has. I mean, their offensive line seems okay. Their running back used to be really good. I don't know if he is anymore. And they have a tight end who's pretty good and a couple wide receivers. It's more than the Seahawks had.
Yeah, the only thing about it is, is for Spencer Rattler to complete more than 58, 55% of his passes. Can he get up into the 65 or 68% completion percentage to where, they can make something happen with the passing game?
Yeah, you'd think with such a good receiver out of the backfield that he'd be able to do it, but maybe he's just not that good.
Well, in these kind of ball games where you're having low-scoring ball games, it's imperative to keep the drives going, to keep the sticks moving. As a quarterback, I've got to be positive about checking the ball down and forcing Niner linebackers and safeties and or corners to tackle Kamara in space. And hey, catch and run. I've got to get the ball out of my hands and force the defense to respond and be able to make the play.
Well, it's also going to be interesting. If this is a low-scoring field goal fest, Jake Moody out. Last time we did a show, we were talking about the Jake Moody effect. He did the 49ers a favor, missed some kicks in a game that they won, and now he's gone. They have Eddie Pinheiro. Big upgrade?
I don't know. Until you see him out there to kick, you're not going to know. I mean,
yeah.
There are no gimmies anymore, when it comes to kickers. It's like, I think was it a great golfer once said that the toughest 5 inches on the green for a golfer is the 5 inches between your ears,
Yeah.
And the same thing with a kicker. I mean, a kicker is so much like a golfer. I mean, we used to always talk to the kickers about, hey, your foot is like an iron.
The pendulum. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like an iron. You're like your foot is like, a golf club.
Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code COHN, COHN, and download the app now. Yep.
It's your swing. Yeah. So
I couldn't do it.
I
couldn't do it. I'm so erratic. My dispersion is not good, as they say. Moody's dispersion was not good. Moonman says Brock Purdy is becoming the new Bob Sanders, always hurt. Well, he played different positions. Bob Sanders, good safety for the Colts when I was a kid. Jimmy Ezra Goldberg says, Yo, Grant, I'm a super fan. R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. Yes, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. That was senseless. Denial says, we have a mediocre, undersized, average arm quarterback with elite processing skills, quote unquote. You can purchase that stock if you want. Stock down for Brock after this latest injury? If you're making $53 million a year, you got to slide. You got to protect yourself. There's too much at stake.
Self-preservation is rule number one for the quarterback, okay?
That's right. Harkin says new season. Same old crap. New season, same old crap. Says Hargan. Dangerous Dave says G out here killing it. Shout out to James. Forbidden Baja Blast says I played D3 college football as a guard and I got my toe taped for turf toe every day for 3 years. You absolutely can play with it. Depends on what the Niners want to do and risk. Okay, Forbidden Baja Blast. Sean says, did Purdy make a business decision he can now afford to make, especially without Kittle, or did they shut him down? Seems risky to let Matt get a look for 2 to 5 weeks. I guess we'll never know.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. It's a good question.